Yeah, that's a good question. There's been so many things that have been thrown at me in this life. Definitely wasn't. I never thought I would be at this moment where I'm launching my own podcast, but that's kind of the typical theme that you get from me. They actually called me the heart attack kid back in high school. I was a wrestler, and it seemed like at the tail end of like every match, I would just pull out this incredible win or this incredible upset, and the crowd would go bananas, and it would feel really good on my end. And but that's been my life, Aaron. It's making something out of nothing, really. I've had to work really hard, and I've gotten in a lot of trouble. I'm sure like a lot of our listeners have been in kind of the same path or the same journey that I was in, getting in trouble, running with the wrong people, alcohol, recreational, drugs. I mean, you name it, I've kind of been there. But what I've done differently is I've seen those kind of errors of my way, and I've clawed myself out of those dark spots in my life and really have made something that I'm very proud to share with the world. My first goal in life was really to be a fireman. Coming out of high school, I wanted to be that, college wrestler. I wrestled a couple years in college, but that wasn't giving me the it wasn't giving me what I was looking for. I was looking for something new. I was looking for something fresh. And it was actually my mom who introduced me to the fire department. Came home one night and I was kind of like down and out and just like not really motivated to go to the jobs that I was doing and, go to practice. And she just sat me down. She said, "Hey, Ryan, maybe this is something that you're interested in, and it could kind of fuel that fire that you've always had in your life." And she opened up a newspaper article, and it was, a fire cadet or a fire explorer. And man, you could just right there, it was just like, man, this is actually very exciting for me. And I pursued that with the craziest passion and the craziest work ethic you would ever see. I was 21 when I got hired. I think it took me 2 years. You had to pass a really hard test. You had to compete with a lot of individuals. I think the first tests that I competed in, or that I was going through the process, there was almost 7,000 candidates, Aaron. And of those 7,000, I came out number one. And it wasn't because I was special. It wasn't because I was good in math and reading comprehension, everything that they tested you on. What I was passionate is I just wanted to be a fireman. I almost like wanted to put the wet stuff on the red stuff, right? And in my interview, I showcased that excitement. And here we are, fast forward 25 years later, I'm getting ready to retire actually, like in a couple months, believe it or not. And now I'm turning over this new page. But it's almost, I have this same fire and passion with the companies that I'm doing right now, the financial, the real estate, and I have this same passion with the podcast. And I really do want that to come through with the listeners. Is I want to make sure that this is going to be a podcast you're going to enjoy, that you're going to connect and just come back to listen again and again, because it is going to offer really good gold nuggets and takeaways that they could really implement, because it's coming from someone who's, once again, been in the trenches, has come out the other side as a successful business owner, and has been vetted and been tried and true in a couple different industries that are very, very hard to get in and very hard to be successful at that too. So hopefully